very customizable because they're not stuck. Like once you burn a CD,
exactly, yeah,
or you get them made or whatever, it's like what's on there is set.
That's right. Yeah.
USB drives are like a drive that you can add and delete, and change your content. So I had made some with kind of like the EP on them, and I was selling them. And then once I got more songs, what I was able to do is go back to my, current stock and go add those new songs to the USB drive.
Right.
So the USB drives that I have for sale actually have all the newest songs on them. So as I go, I keep adding songs. And the other thing, the USB drives, you can add all kinds of neat stuff on them.
Oh,
so,
sure, like graphics
like a CD.
And, yep.
You can only put music on.
Right.
But the USB drive, I put WAV format and MP3 format of all the songs. Mm-hmm. I have all the chord sheets of the songs. And I have a document that's all the stories behind the songs for all that are on the USB drive.
Oh, cool.
Plus my photo book from all my concerts last year.
Wow.
So I will say about...
That's awesome.
Yeah, I will say about last year was my best year in my ministry so far as the number of concerts that I've done.
Yeah.
I had 34 concerts and performances last year.
Oh, praise God.
That's the best year that I've had so far. And, basically it started to really take off when I released Heaven Open Wide was, I think, the first one of the new songs that I had released. And some people heard that, and I had this one guy book me for 4 concerts. Wow. For the year. Just he's like, oh, this is great.
Great song, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah. I like that one, too.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a great idea, and I'm sure other artists are thinking about that, if they're not doing it already, to do the USB drives. I know, like, for... I think disc makers, for example, where I get my CDs made, they're starting to come out with those customizable, and they'll manufacture them for you. But so are you making those yourself then? The USB?
Yeah, I make them myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's probably a lot cheaper than you can get them from anywhere else, and plus you can customize them yourself.
Exactly right.
But I get them from Amazon. You can get USB drives in bulk from Amazon, and the more you buy at a time, the cheaper they are per unit. Mm-hmm. The ones that I get are really cool, and I can only find them in 10 packs. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like, if I bought some of the other ones that weren't as cool looking, in my opinion, they would probably be a little bit cheaper, and I could get them, like, more of them for a cheaper price per unit. But these are they're like little, they almost look like a whistle. They're chrome or stainless steel or whatever, and they have a keychain on them, a key ring.
Right. Okay.
So they're pretty cool, and they're 1 gigabyte, so you can put a lot of stuff on them.
Yes.
You can get different sizes, but I found 1 gigabyte kind of like, it's enough to put almost anything I want on it, but not big enough that it makes the price, too high.
Right. Tell us a little bit about where people can get a hold of you, to contact you, and hear your music, things like that. We'll, of course, put that on the show here as well. I'll be talking about that too, and putting it on a website and things. But where can people get a hold of you and get one of these USB drives, for example? Yeah.
Well, it's my name, YvonneHartman.com. So it's YvonneHartman.com.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Really easy, as long as you can spell my name.
Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. The website, and I know that you're on Facebook, for example, and other places.
Yeah. Facebook is Yvonne Hartman Music Ministry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm on Instagram. I think it's Yvonne Hartman Music Ministry there as well.
Yeah.
And Twitter, Twitter is Yvonne Hartman _.
Okay.
Because Yvonne Hartman was taken.
Okay.
So, I added an underscore at the end.
Right.
But, I'm on LinkedIn. I do put some of my music stuff on LinkedIn, but I'm also an engineer during the day. Mm-hmm. That's my full-time job. Okay. So my LinkedIn is kind of more towards the engineering.
Right. Okay. Side note of interest, I noticed on your website, one of the pictures coming across, you had the text going, it said, music with a message. And I love that. That was the first before it was the Jesscott Music Hour for a year or so, or a year or two. It was called, my show was called Music with a Message. So, yeah, so it's great catchy name, and really is your music. What a message to it. I mean, I wanted to go back and I think the first song that really hit me of yours was Not Ashamed, and you had a great video of that.
I still sing that all the time.
Yeah? Does that song go back a ways?
It's an older song.
It is an older song? Is it an older song for you?
Yeah, it's a little bit of an older song.
Okay.
It's still one that's on almost every set list.
Yeah.
We did do a music video of it, and it turned out really great. In the middle of the music video, I'm actually in downtown Reading on like 5th and Penn is where we recorded it.
Really?
And he caught this guy that was standing kind of to my right, kind of off a little bit, and he was playing along with me on his umbrella, like air guitar.
Oh, very cool.
And he caught that in the video. It's priceless.
I didn't see that. I watched it. I love that video. I didn't catch. I'm going to have to go back and watch it now.
You're going to have to go back and watch. It's in like the second verse, I think.
Okay, folks.
When we're out on Penn Street, and there's this guy like playing like air guitar on his umbrella.
That's so cool. That's a good thing to remind people. So, folks, if you're listening, or as you're listening, if you don't know what we're talking about, video. Yvonne has a great video of her song Not Ashamed, and that's what she's talking about. Go to YouTube and go to Yvonne Hartman, look her up, and watch that video. And I'm going to do it too. We're going to see if we can find that guy, watch the guy playing air umbrella.
The other thing that's really cool in that video is my car.
Oh, you got it.
So I have a Challenger.
I know you do. I was going to mention
into the video.
Oh, that's really great. Yeah, I love that car. That's great. So yeah, folks, watch that video. That's an awesome. And tell us about the a little bit. We're almost to our end of our time here, but the Heaven Opened Wide. Tell us a little bit about the history of that song. How did that come about?
I'm not really sure how that one came about. But mostly it's all about, there's so many people that, they feel they're not worthy, and they feel that they can't get into heaven because, God's not going to let them in. Yeah. And the whole song is about, the gospel is that if you accept Christ as your Savior, you are saved, and He will accept you in. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past.
Ah, good.
So, I had a co-writer on that song, and when we were writing that song, it was, we had talked about these, like, comparisons. So if you look at the first verse is, I am lost, I've been abandoned.
Yep.
No one wants to see my face, I am alone in all my failures. Yes. The last thing I deserve is grace.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah.
And then it's, it doesn't... I'm the reason you came down. You're the reason I sing now. Heaven open wide.
Yeah.
You open your arms and welcome me in.
Mm-hmm.
The second verse, the second verse is I've been found. I've been forgiven. And the best line out of the whole song that I like is at the end of the second verse. It says, "Mercy came and took my place."
Yeah. Great message, great song. Yeah, we featured that song many times on the Jesscott Music Hour, and I wanted to ask you about that. So that's great. Yeah. That is awesome. Well, Yvonne, thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
And we're gonna be looking forward to a new release very soon. Where will you? Well, you know what? I was going to ask you where your next concert was, but that's kind of a moot point because depending on when people listen to this, it may have already happened. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went with that. I may edit that out. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, my next concert is on June 23rd, 2018. So if it's past that, it won't be there anymore.
You missed it.
I will be down in Paradise, PA, at a place called Holy Land Christian Theater.
Oh, awesome.
It's going to be an outdoor concert. I'm playing first at noon, and then we have, I think, a whole lineup of artists and bands after me. So come on out. It's near the Cackleberry Antique Farm. And then next weekend, on the, what is it, I think it's June 30th or something like that, next weekend. I will be at Hope Rescue Mission in Hope Outlet, which is right next to the Hope Rescue Mission in Reading. Yeah. And I will be doing an free in-store concert. So you can come and shop and, listen to the music. I go over there every once in a while and I do concerts. So
let's talk about Nashville. Yeah.
Okay, well, Nashville, I just came back from Nashville maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that was at an event called The Objective. And The Objective is a free event. You don't have to pay to go to it, but it's for artists and bands that had applied for a tour called the Extreme Tour. The Extreme Tour is international. It goes all over the world. They have different legs of the tour. So there's a Northeast tour. There's a, the Southwest tour, and there's a Mid-Atlantic tour. There's a Canadian tour. There's a European tour. They're all over the place. And so I had applied to be on that tour, and I was invited to come down to Nashville to meet everybody. I had been to The Objective before twice. So this was my third time, and it's always a great time. They have great learning sessions. Yeah. They have songwriting sessions. We had Ricky Skaggs was there. We had the guy from Korn, Brian Welch, gave his testimony, which is incredible. Wow. Incredible. And there was a guy from Petra. There was a guy from Sonic. He was in Sonic Flood and Paul Coleman Trio. His name is Grant Northworthy. Okay. So just like all these people that, they gave sessions, they gave presentations, like on worshiping, the heart of the worshiping musician. It's very much about the ministry. And they actually go out and they do these concerts. We're going to actually, on July 10th, we'll be at Hope Rescue Mission giving a concert. I'm not sure about all the details yet. We're still trying to put things together, but I will be there with the Extreme Tour on that date. Oh, cool. So that's what's coming up, and that came out of Nashville.
Out of Nashville, yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, keep us posted on that, because I'm sure there might be some people that will want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, great experience. Do you have
a whole bunch of people there?
Right. Do you have any other events like that coming up that you're planning to attend or anything?
I have other stuff on my schedule. A lot of the stuff is farther out. Yeah. There's a July 7th. I'm going to be at a Blueberry Festival at Zion's Speece Church. I think it's the UCC. They have a pavilion down from the church. There's a Twin Churches on the hill in Alphes Township. Okay. It's in Ole. It's basically, I think the address is Ole, PA, or it might be actually Reading, PA. But anything you can check on my website, my whole schedule is up there. I try and keep it way up to date, and things are coming in all the time, and I'm trying to get them up. But that one's coming up as well. It's called the Blueberry Festival, and I think I'm playing in the morning for that one. It's like 9 a.m. or something. So early. Yeah. Yeah. And then in September, I'm going to be playing up in Allentown at a place called Waldheim Park. Yeah. So those are the things I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more out there that I've missed. But
I know like you said, your schedule is on your website at yvonnehartman.com, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. And people can check that out. All right. Did we cover everything? I think we did. Yvonne, thank you so much once again for taking time to talk with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. God bless.
You're very welcome. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Jesscott Music Hour.
And thank you so much to Yvonne Hartman for sharing with us. I had a great time talking with her the other night and doing that interview for you folks. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember Yvonne's website, yvonnehartman.com. All the kinds of things going on in her ministry and her music. And we can't wait to hear that new song coming up. I didn't tell you this, but she let me hear just a little bit of it. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's going to be worth the wait. Amen. Paul Gibbs along with you for the Jesscott Music Hour. Got a couple more songs here I want to get to for you. Once again, welcome for there's Dan and David. They're watching. Hi, guys. All right, here is Richard Jeffers with a song that he recorded here in the studio called Promised Land. And right after that, we're going to go right into a song from a new artist to the show, Talk